I'm a business consultant, and a lot of people engage me when they want to improve their profits. But I do a lot of work around productivity and time management. And I love what you just said about shortening the sales cycle. My question is, I'm actually, through your teachings and everything I've learned from you, I'm actually pretty comfortable with when I get to the end of a phone call and I get hit with that, I need to talk to my partner, or that sort of scenario where it goes off on that tangent. So I'm pretty okay with that. But my struggle is, and I'm hoping you can help me out, is how do I avoid that in the first place? I want to be able to, I mean, ideally, I'd love to just say, well, is this your decision or is it going to be someone else? I mean, who else is involved in this whole scenario? But I got to be a bit tactful at the start. The calls are usually set up okay, I guess. But I want to ask you what you recommend from a maybe even a setup point of view or a languaging point of view, so I can just flush that out from the start. I know it's not going to be 100%, but I want to be able to just identify, look, are you the person that's going to decide this? Do we have to have another phone call? Maybe we can get them on the first phone call from the start, that sort of strategy.
Look, in many cases, the reason why they say, I need to talk to this person about this first, is because they didn't have the confidence in the conversation with you to make the decision themselves. I'm not saying in all cases, of course, there are cases where you literally have a business partner, you're 50-50, and you cannot make a decision without the other person agreeing to that. There are scenarios like that we cannot change. But what I have seen is that if you have, say, a couple, you have the husband or the wife only, and they're nervous about the decision, they're not clear about it, they don't feel like you're the one for them, they don't feel 100% about you, then they will say, I need to speak with the other person about this. So this really is an issue that back to the basics of how good are you at building trust with people where they feel that you're the one to solve their problem. Undebatably, you are the one. And when they feel that at a deep level, they usually can pull the trigger on their own. Okay. So really, we have to go back and think about, Sam, it's not just, there are things you can say. Like, for instance, if you need to, if I may ask, if you're comfortable today with everything and you feel like we're a good fit, is there anyone else involved and needs to be involved with this process, or are you the one comfortable making that decision? You can say it in a nice way as possible if you want to try and flesh that out, but I don't usually do that because I have seen from experience that if they feel that they've got the right place and there's no reason to look elsewhere, they can typically say yes and then tell their partner why they made the decision. But that takes confidence in themselves with you to do that. Hopefully that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, no, it does. Okay. So I guess perfect. I understand what you're saying. And I like what you just said. I think that's a good backup. It could be, in its right place, obviously, because sometimes it can be too forward at the beginning. 100% agree with you. I guess I'm just trying to sort of work out all the different nuances. And there may be times where 100% the person cannot make a decision unless someone else is there.
Look, and it's true. If they say to you, I must talk to my partner first about this, here's what you can say. You can say, that's not a problem. I'm just curious. When you do approach your partner about this, what questions or concerns do you think he might have about this situation?
Yeah, no, I love that.
And that brings out more of what's they're holding them back. And you can coach them on how to address the issues. Or you can record the phone call and say, would it be helpful for you if I gave you a copy of our call today, our Zoom call, and had him watch the conversation so he understands the full context of this rather than you attempt to persuade him. You laugh about it, persuade him. And they go, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll let him watch the video. Why shouldn't I do all the selling?
Fair enough. Okay? That's great. Yeah. Right. So in that situation where you've got, let's say I know instinctively, I think this is going to be a tough one. That phraseology, that languaging you used, I would just say that, because that was perfect, by the way you said it was nice and soft and gentle. Just say that at the start of the phone call.
If it feels right for you.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. All right.
All right,
Perfect.
Sam. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.